ladies. So I've posted some posts recently about how I've colored my own hair, and I got some questions as to how I did. So I put together 7 top tips of how you can also color your hair at home. My first tip would be, if you want to color hair to blonde, do not do it at home. Abort the mission. I'm going to say it again. Do not color hair to blonde at home. Now I know it sounds like I'm actually contradicting what I just said, but blonde for me, and usually the blonde variations, are just a tricky process, and I think it genuinely should be something that's left to the experts. Now the reason why I say this is that usually when you're coloring hair to blonde, to be honest, it strips away a lot of the moisture in the hair, a lot of the protein in the hair, and you need someone who's going to be able to manage it. Now also, what happens with blonde hair, if it's not treated correctly, one, you could be coloring a wig that has been exposed to 7 different other colors. It's probably not going to come out blonde in the first try, and if you're doing it at home, you would have damaged it. Secondly, if you don't use the right conditioner and the right repairing processes along the way, you're actually going to turn your hair yellow, and that's something you definitely want to avoid. So I'm going to say it again. Do not color your hair to blonde at home. My second tip as well is that if you want to color your hair extensions, I find it easier, whether it's my wig, whether it's bundles that I'm trying to color, to just take them out completely and then color them off a flat surface. But if you don't have the time to do that, what you then can do is make sure you put Vaseline on your face. So the Vaseline that I use is this one, and I know it sounds a little bit silly, but if you're using permanent color, should it trickle down a little bit or should it spill on this side, it then ensures that it actually doesn't stick to your face and it'll fall on top of the Vaseline. So the areas to make sure that you cover with the Vaseline would be around your hairline. Make sure you put some by the ears and of course the back of your neck, so that you also don't color your face. Okay, and then step 3 as well, I say, if you're going to color your hair at home, please commit to all the products that are needed. So when I say that, is that when it comes to colors, especially the reds, the maroons, even the blacks and the blondes, there's color specific shampoo, conditioner, leave-in conditioner, UV spray to make sure all the hair is protected at that phase. You probably find that even with some of these products, there's actually color treatments involved that help you with maintaining the hair. It might seem expensive, but just weigh up your options versus going to color, treat, repair, condition at a salon versus being able to then do it at home. And then my 5th tip when you're coloring hair, I know a lot of people are quite fond of using foil. I find foil, the sections are a little bit too thin. I have to use a lot of it and I have to cover up a lot of space, whether it's in the bathroom, the kitchen, the sink. So what I actually like to use is a black plastic bag, and then if I don't have a black plastic bag, you can actually use an old wig bag. Just make sure you put the hair back inside while the color is setting, and I find it's quite clean, you know. You can put it away, you can put it under the sun while the hair is treating. So make sure you do that. And then my 6th tip when coloring hair, some girls aren't sure what ratio to use when it comes to box size versus the amount of hair that you have. I always say that for every box, use a bundle. Every box is 1 bundle, and when it comes to lace front wigs, 2 boxes per lace front wig. Again, I don't think it's really that expensive if you're adding these up, 100 rand, 100 rand, 100 rand, 100 rand, versus coloring your hair for 2,500. For me, it works out a little bit cheaper. And then my last tip, tip number 7, ladies, when it comes to coloring your hair at home, as with a lot of other hair processes, I just say enjoy it. I think enabling yourself to be able to do this frequently lessens your costs overall, and it helps you understand how hair actually behaves. But obviously, if you've color treated hair before, I recommend you start at the salon before you do it at home. My favorite brands are usually available at Clicks. They're always on sale in the month ends. You can get 3 for the price of 2. So yeah, enjoy. If you guys want any more feedback or any more comments or any other topics that you want us to cover, please go to www.muriribalisedi.com/yourcrown and we'll address them as part of this segment. Bye.